In today's video, we're going to take you in depth on the weather and what it's going to do in the next 3 days. So with that being said, I'm Harley and this is Thunderclap Weather, and we plan on bringing you guys daily updates on the weather and getting better as we go, and we are pretty new at this, so we will be trying to get better as we go. So that being said, we're watching Tropical Storm Debbie, and we called yesterday for it to move up into New York, and so it is now working its way through New York and up into Maine and Canada. So it's almost out of our hair, but not quite. If you are in New York, there is a lot of flash flooding, which is the dark red, and then some flood warnings in the dark green, or the light green. The neon green is the flood warning. So definitely lots of rainfall, so try not to be driving through the flooded roadways and stuff like that, and bring your umbrella. So anyway, these warnings should be moving up north as the storm moves through, and we also have some pretty severe weather down in the panhandle of Florida, and also some heat advisories, so definitely stay safe down there. And then we'll go to the visible radar, and this is kind of like the clouds, so you can really see tons of clouds over the US right now, and also in the Gulf. So over the next few days, these clouds will turn into rainfall, and so we'll show you that in a minute. But also there is some tropical storms developing in the Caribbean and down in the Gulf of Mexico. So aside from Debbie, we also have some new formations right here, and it should push its way up through into the Gulf of Mexico, and maybe, from what I'm seeing, head towards Louisiana. So I don't know if it'll be a big Category 5 hurricane, but it's looking like, it could be a maybe Category 1 by the time it gets through Mexico. So we'll definitely be keeping our eye on that one and watching it closely, as the water temperatures in the Gulf are heating up, and it is August, so 2 weeks from now should be around the hottest times of the year for the South. So definitely going to be watching for hurricanes. Back to the infrared radar, we'll show you guys again what's kind of going on down with the new tropical storms. You can see them a little bit better as they develop, as well as off on the East Coast. There's some pretty nasty storms developing, and so we'll definitely be watching those. And so we're going to move on to the observed precipitation, and this is just kind of saying what's going to happen with the rain. So as you can see, mostly just the East Coast, but then as we move into 3 days from now, it's going to be almost the whole country, and then 168 hours out, almost everybody gets some rain. So definitely keep those umbrellas in the car and maybe a rain jacket. And the 6 to 10 day temperature probabilities looking like we're going to get some cold weather on the East Coast from Debbie, and as well as some pretty hot temperatures in Texas and the south central US. So definitely keep an eye on the weather, and we're going to move into the high temperatures for today, and we're looking at all the way up into 100 degrees in Texas and 93 to 97 in Alabama. So very hot along the south, and even 108 in Southern California. So it's going to warm up, but if you are in Maine, you got some pretty nice temperatures in the 60s. So here we are with minimum temperatures, which is the low for the day. And I don't know if I said it, but the one before was the high for today. So it's going to go down to the low 70s in Alabama all the way down to 44 degrees in North Dakota. So they're going to be wearing jackets, believe it or not, in North Dakota. And Texas is going to be shorts and flip-flops. So with all that being said, the 24-hour max wind gust is looking like it's going to be pretty windy up where the tornadoes are, in the 50 mile per hour range for wind. And so jumping back to the infrared, we're looking at the storms moving through. And so Debbie's almost gone, but we do have to keep in mind that the jet stream's going to push the storm that's in Texas right now through the East Coast right after Debbie. So tons of rainfall coming our way. And thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and catch you guys next time.